It is developed such as measure to strengthen the small industry. Reforms in small industries actually government industry or village industries. Structural unemployment. Type of unemployment is a resulting factor of change in structural change in technology. Actually, is AI development actually AI can replace a number of unemployment. So change in technology. Industrial reorganization etc. Laying of employees when pen drives replace CD and DVD. Example: CD and DVD for laying of employees. Kalika Vidya Yojana. Actually, announced in July 2004 for setting up a residential schools. Setting up residential school at upper primary level for girls. Upper primary level for girls belong to SC, ST, OBC and minorities communities. Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya Yojana. What is the reason for industrial sickness in India? Actually, what is the reason of India 1985? Industrial management find diversions, incompetent on the part of entrepreneurs, incompetence on the part of entrepreneurs, lack of technical and managerial skills, industry lack of without lack of technical skills and age old inefficient and defective machinery and technology, age old, age old inefficient and defective machinery, age old ineffective, age old ineffective and age old ineffective, efficient and defective machinery and technology. Inefficient and defective machinery. More competition in the market by privatization and foreign investment. More competition in the market by privatization and foreign investment. We force the unit to work for efficiently. Poor financial management and fund diversion. Poor financial diversion. Financial diversion. Financial management. Fund diversion. Banks should grant some remedies to remove the sickness. Malaparition to promote mainly promoters mainly to the promotes mainly to the more competition in the market by privatization and foreign investment. More competition in the market by privatization and foreign investment. It will force the units to work more efficiently. Malaban intention to of promoters. Bank debt. Actually, bank debt terminally sick units should be discounted by the some special agency. Debt. Banks should grant concession for sick industry and needs to rehabilitate them such a grant of additional working capital loans to cover the shortage of working capital. BIF should be armed with more teeth and its decision should be made binding. Loans to cover the shortage. Additional working capital loans to cover the shortage of working capital. Shortage of working capitals. Rescheduling of debt recovery. Concession in interest recovery. Concession. The GDP guidelines to renew development goals. GDP means gross domestic product. Goals by the tracking economy output. GDP means GDP goals by the tracking economy output and take environmental issue into account. Total gross and domestic product of a country within a year. Total gross and domestic product. Guidelines to renew development goals by tracking economic output. The notion of development of underdevelopment. Notion of development and underdevelopment. The concept of a negative growth where GDP is declining. Sub-Saharan Africa falling in life expectancy due to AIDS and hunger. Sub-Saharan Africa falling in life expectancy due to AIDS and hunger. Negative growth rate. What is cost push inflation? Cost push inflation arises due to increase in production of cost. Cost push increase in production cost. Such type of inflation is caused by three factors: increase in wages, increase in profit margin, Imposition of heavy taxations. Increase in wages, increase in profit margin, imposition of heavy taxations. Production cost. Such type of inflation is caused by three factors. Inflation, increase wages, increase in profit margin, imposition of heavy tax, push inflation. Increase in production cost. Production cost. Such type of inflation is caused by the in cost push inflation. Wages, increase in wages, increase in profit margin, imposition of heavy taxations. What is Gandhian economy? Gandhian economy is based on rural development, small and cottage industry, small industry, cottage industry, rural development, women education and villages, women education, women education, women education, and villages self-sufficient unit of production, villages self-sufficient, agriculture and allied activities are the focus of Gandhian economy. Agriculture and allied activities are the focus of Gandhian economy. Are the focus of Gandhian economy. Village self-sufficient production and agriculture and allied activities are the focus of Ghanaian economy. Development mostly in the village economy. What is the role of external financial assistance in Indian economy? External financial assistance in Indian economy. After independence, India was a capital-starved country. And massive external aids was required to erect and maintain the infrastructure, particularly erect and maintain the infrastructure. Massive financial aid, external aid, World Bank and other in field of mining, power generation, steel and cement ports, road network, dams, and it is actually external aid, external infrastructure and the development and their all technology is necessary for our road, transport and port, education and mining, say generation of steel and cement. For this, multilateral agencies such as IBRD, IDA, IFC, Finance Corporation, IBRD, International Bank of Reconstruction and Development, Multilateral Guarantee Body, ADB, WHO, World Health Organization, Asian Development Bank, UNICEF, United Nations Children Emergency Fund, UNESCO, aid India comprising USA, Japan, Germany, Britain, France, Canada, Italy. It is provided long-term and short-term loans at the concessional rate. Long-term loans and short-term loans concessional rate. USA, Japan, Germany, Britain, France, USA, Japan, Germany, France, Canada, Italy. But India economy grew dependence on external assistance lessened. Grew dependence on external assistance. During the period of mighty 80s to nearly 90s, India recorded short-term loans from IMF to meet external payments. Today, economy is poised for rapid growth, which requires modernization of infrastructure such as railway, airports, telecommunication. But this heavy investment is required, which can be met only partially through the internal resources. Heavy investment required. It has to be come from FDI. Foreign investment. But today, our economy is sound and promising. Still, the continuation of external financial assistance not be undermined. But 79 to 80, they received the 22,82,000 crores, without which our economy may have witnessed not only the continuation of external aid in the health sector, especially in the containing the communicable diseases such as smallpox, cholera, tuberculosis, malaria, polio has been significant. This continuation of external aid in the health sector, especially in containing communicable disease, special external aid containing in the sector of field of communicable disease such as smallpox, cholera, and tuberculosis, TB, malaria, polio, TB, malaria, polio. Actually, what is the rolling settlement? A rolling settlement. When the securities are sold and settled on successive business day, they are said to be experienced the rolling settlement. When the securities are sold and settled on successive business, they are said to be experiencing a rolling settlement. What is agri trade? Agri trade is an international community focus on integrating and strengthen the agro-industrial sector from the Mexican, Central American, and Caribbean region, offering new business, investment, co-investment opportunities. Agri-trade and is an international summit focused on the integrating and strengthening the agro-industry sector from the Mexican and Central American. Agri-trade and Caribbean regions, offering new business investment and no co-investment opportunities. For the non-factor service in India, balance of payments, non-sectors. Actually, what is